the Midland Rockhounds. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to AA Baseball here on the show. I'm joined in the booth by longtime big leaguers Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. Before we get to them, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visitors here in this one, as their order will read like this. And look there at the starting pitcher charged with facing these guys, as his numbers are on your screen. Blackwell will move towards the batter's boxes. We're just about set to get underway tonight.
Second baseman, Blackwell.
And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one.
One thing to keep an eye on as this game goes along, first pitch strikes. The more this guy can work from ahead, the better off he's going to be.
Here's the pitch. Now this is lined into left field, a base hit, so he kicks off the festivities with a ringing single. So a single to left produces their first base runner here, and with that, let's check out how the Rockhounds set up on D. It's brought to us by the folks at Majestic. If it happens in baseball, it happens in Majestic. Jake Gobert will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. Now the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
Pick him off, first base. Let's go.
Pause. Now the pitch. Now the 0-1 is lifted in the air out to left field. Cordova has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number one.
Batting third, center fielder number 16, Abraham Almonte.
Abraham Almonte will get his first opportunity now. Runner still at first with one away. Here's the first offering. And he swings on the first pitch as this is popped high into the air on the left side. Fletcher camps under it, and he's got it for route number two.
Here's that swing again. This is in show motion, and you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. You'll be feeling that one all night long.
Into the box, Benito Ferreira, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. That's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
He's set. Now the pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. So it's on to the bottom of inning number one, no score. As we get to the bottom half, let's look at our starting lineup right there on your screen. Harry Maine is on the mound here to face these guys. He's got the usual assortment of pitches, but keep an eye on him in the early going here. If these guys can get to him early, he does have a tendency to start overthrowing. And from there, that's when the problems usually arise. Quickly a look now at the defensive alignment they'll face in this one. Jeff Ramsey will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Rockhounds. Designated hitter, Jeff Ramsey.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. Trujillo moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Batting second, first baseman, Joe Glenn.
Joe Glenn will stand in for the first time here. First offering on the way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Now here's the pitch. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2.
2 times now he's painted that fastball on the outside corner. Now you got to worry about seeing that pitch for a 3rd time.
Now here it comes. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
And you'll see where these 3 pitches are on show track. They're all in the strike zone, all basically right on top of one another. So clearly they had a plan of attack there, and it nets them a strikeout.
Into the box now, Stephen Crawford. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Oh, and he misses it. And now that'll hop over the wall, so he'll be at second here with 2 away on a ground rule double.
Yeah, it looked like a fairly routine play there. Don't know if he took his eye off it or what, but he winds up basically whiffing on the catch, and that's going to wind up a 2-base error.
Patrick Watson is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
2-0 now.
Well, it's pretty obvious to me right here. First base is open following that double. I don't think they have any intention of giving him anything in the strike zone.
Here's the 2-0. 3-0 now. Green light here on 3-0.
Yeah, I want my run producer swinging the bat. With my number 7 hitter, probably not.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And he'll just lay this one in there, 3-1.
Still a base open here, so you don't have to come in with one if you don't want to.
Now the 3-1 home. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. And that may have had a bit too much on it as he can't knock it down. And the opening salvo is fired here as they take a 1-0 lead.
And if you do nothing else in the first inning, you want to at least give your cleanup guy a chance to hit with a runner in scoring position. Well, he gets that chance here, and he follows through on it. He drives this one for 2 bases and picks up that opening run of the game.
Stepping in now, Tom Delgado, as this is popped foul behind the plate at strike 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. From the belt, kicks and deals. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Well, people might jump to some conclusions here, but with a base open and this guy at the plate, you don't even really want to mess around with the strike zone. And I think this pitch just got away from him. Nothing more than that.
Fernando Cordova will take his cuts now. Now here's the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. Well, this first inning's been a rough one already. He needs an out here in the worst way.
And you don't want to get caught having to play catch-up this early in the ballgame. So you're right. He's got to work his way out of this jam right now.
Ball one.
He is definitely not a guy that's going to back down out there. Right after the hit by pitch, he comes right back inside with another heater. Kind of shows you what he's made of.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And this is lifted in the air out to left. McElroy is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Second inning coming up. It's an early 1-0 lead. Todd Sanborn leads things off now in the top half of the second.
San Antonio, catcher Todd Sanborn.
First pitch coming. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
Straight paint at 94 miles an hour. Not a lot of movement there, but it's right on a dime.
Here we go, free swinger.
Here it comes. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. Now the pitch. Oh, now this is hit hard to the right side, but caught out there at second base. Unfortunate that time. That ball was scorched, but it becomes the first out here in the second.
Hey, so much for having to protect on an 0-2 count. This guy takes a huge rip at this ball and squares it up nicely. Just a tough break for him that he hit it right at someone.
In now, Greg McElroy. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
Well, a very hittable pitch, too. That's a middle-of-the-plate fastball, and he's not going to get away with too many of those tonight.
And now a pitch on the way. Hit pretty well as this is out toward deep center. And 2 quick outs here in the second.
That ball was hit well, and it might have been a different story if he pulled it. Instead, he hit it to the big part of the ballpark, and he's retired.
Luis Trujillo will stand in here, looking to keep the inning alive with 2 gone now in the top of the second. Now the first pitch. Swing and a ball sliced foul into the seats down the left field line. Pitch on the way. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Swinging a high straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Rockhounds are out in front, 1-0. Nick Worth will start things off in the bottom of the second.
The shortstop, Nick Worth.
Now here's the first pitch. And a layoff fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Not close. It's 2-0.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitter's count here, 2-0.
Hitters count 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
I don't like the way they're working here. They're giving him way too much credit.
Yeah, if it's an inch or 2 outside, I think he'll chase it. But not when it's way off the plate.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
3-1. Now here's a ground ball that'll get by the mound and into center field for a leadoff single.
Well, the problem with this lineup is that trouble lurks around every corner. I mean, he was fortunate to get out of that first inning with only 1 run scoring, but now he'll have his work cut out for him again here in the second.
Here's the first offering. Greg Chester is at the plate as he watches ball 1. The next pitch. Swing and a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. He's set, now the pitch. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And that one is out of here. Planted into the right field bleachers. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as it's now a 3-0 ball game. Adam Fletcher will step in now.
Batting ninth, third
First
baseman,
pitch coming.
Adam Fletcher.
A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. This is foul for the first strike. Now here's the pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Here's the pitch. This is past the mound and into center field for a base hit.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Standing in now, Jeff Ramsey, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
That's not really a bad take that time. You've got a guy out there on the mound that's had his hands full already, so you've got to make him prove that he can find the zone.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. From the belt, the pitch. Taken the other way, but this should be routine out there in right field. Trujillo will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
You know what? I think he's got the right idea here with 2 strikes. All he's trying to do is shorten up and drive the ball the other way. But he didn't square it up quite the way he'd like to, and he just lofts it into the outfield for an easy out.
Into the box now, Joe Glenn. Now a ball hit hard toward first. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. Runner still going. They're going to wave him around third. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game.
And already we've seen some hard-hit balls in these first 2 innings. And this was not one of those high fly ball where no one could reach it kind of doubles. This thing is a rocket shot, and it's going to wind up driving in another run.
Into the box, Stephen Crawford, as he lines this one out to center. And that's in there, base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Boy, the hits just keep on coming here. You see the highlighted column right there. That's 6 against him already, and we're just in the second inning.
Patrick Watson will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Here comes the manager out of the first base dugout heading for the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Jesus Guzman is going to come on now here in just the second inning, so he'll likely be asked to work a few innings here.
Guzman.
Patrick Watson will be the first to greet him here, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only 1 out. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
Boy, hitting the guy wouldn't exactly be the smoothest way to enter a ball game. He's lucky that one didn't get him.
3 runs already home here. Here's the 1-0. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Put the runs on the board. Come on.
Here's the 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
The 1-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
And you have to figure he didn't think he'd be seeing any action this early on, but he's going to need to hold down the fort for a while here, now that their starter's already out of the ballgame.
Tom Delgado will get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 2. First pitch to him. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
Let's go, Tom.
The 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Ready now on 1-1. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We've played 2. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Michael Rush is ready to go here as we begin the 3rd.
Leading off for San Antonio, third baseman, Michael Rush.
First pitch coming. Now a fastball to start the 3rd. That misses. It's ball 1.
And I think that might have been a first. The first ball they've taken the entire game. Sound the trumpets.
One 0 on the way. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
The 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Here comes a 1-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Now, he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
In now, Maurice Getz. As with 1 away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
Now here it comes. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Up high. 2-1 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's the 2-1 pitch. 2-1 pitch is swung on and hit in the air out to center field. And he'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now here in the 3rd.
Now batting, second baseman, Kareem Blackwell.
Kareem Blackwell will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a 1-0. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
This is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher you're not too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got.
2-0 count, the pitch. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Here's the 2-1 pitch. There's the cold strike he was looking for. 2-2 now.
Hard to call that an off-speed pitch when it's a changeup at 88. That's a fastball for a lot of guys in this league.
Sets the 2-2 pitch. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Well, with 2 outs and nobody on, the best way to make a team pay for hitting you is to come around and score. Let's see what they can do.
Jake Gobert will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Now the first pitch. And this one runs up high. Ball 1. One 1-0 pitch now. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Now the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's ready. Now the pitch. 3-1 now. And I think he wanted to know where that one was.
And you know he doesn't want to follow up that hit by pitch with a walk to the next guy. So if I'm hitting, I'm sitting dead red fastball on 3-1.
Now the 3-1. Pitch is away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they pick up no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Rockhounds lead it 4-0. Fernando Cordova makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Fernando Cordova.
First pitch on the way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Now the 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Woo-hoo! 1-1 on the way. Fouled straight back. Here's the 1-2. And a fastball runs a bit too far inside as he's got to step out of harm's way there.
Clearly no intent with 2 strikes, but you've got to make sure that pitch doesn't get away from you.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Well, there's no doubt that for a young reliever, he's got swing and miss stuff. He just ramps up on that fastball, keeps the back straight, good follow through, and he just blows it right by him.
Stepping in now, Nick Worth. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
That's right, good eye.
1-0. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Just a touch inside, perhaps. It's 2-1. Here comes the 2-1. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Here comes a 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Well, out of the bullpen, he's faced 4, struck out 3. That's what you want from your relievers. You want them to come in and go right after guys. And that's just what they've done.
Greg Chester will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning. First offering on the way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. The 1-1 home. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Now the 1-2. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Steve, Eric, and I are back with more after this. Abraham Almonte will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
16, Abraham Almonte.
Here's the first offering. Swung on and taken the opposite way out toward deep left center. Cordova is under it to put it away, and it's a quick 1-pitch out to begin the 4th.
He's just trying to get a fastball in there to start the inning. The ball winds up getting hit pretty well, but not well enough to do any damage. It's a 1-pitch out.
Benito Ferreira will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. Now here's the first pitch. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Here it comes. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
1 out, nobody on. Here comes the 1-1. And now for the second batter in a row. This is in the air out to left field. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double.
This is a good job here of using the whole field. You see him go the other way with this pitch. No chance at all to run this thing down. And you see it take that one big hop right up and over the wall for a ground rule double.
Standing in now, Todd Sanborn. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. From the stretch. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Now the 1-1. That's hard hit back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The throw home. And they'll get back a run here as they're on the board. It's 4-1.
Now batting, left fielder, Greg McElroy.
Greg McElroy will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. Now the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Comes set, now the pitch. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Yeah, he has been patient up there, but now he's backed himself into a corner.
Runners on first with 1 down. Pause, now the pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Into the box now, Luis Trujillo, as he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike 1.
And we've seen guys swing at that 4-seam riding fastball up in the zone, but you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Has a look, now the pitch. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Boy, he was so far behind that first pitch that he over-adjusted and was so far ahead of this one.
Now a throw over to first, and the runner back easily. 2 out with the man at first. Comes set, now the pitch. Too high, 1-2.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. Now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
In tight with the slider, 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Here now the 2-2. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. A runner on first with 2 away. Another 2-2 offering. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Rockhounds are out in front, 4-1. Adam Fletcher will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
And he's set down, 1 away.
Pretty good work out of the bullpen, as you see there. He got called in much earlier than I'm sure he expected, but he's given him a real lift so far.
Jeff Ramsey will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. First pitch coming. Swinging a shot back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Well, these guys aren't wasting a whole lot of time up there. They've taken an aggressive approach here early in the count, and it's paid off for them through the first few innings.
Joe Glenn will stand in. He's 1 for 2 so far. Ball 1. Now the 1-0 pitch. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. 1-1 pitch on the way. Now a ball hit back up the middle. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He doesn't really have a chance to set himself up, so this is all arm, but he makes it look routine.
In now, Stephen Crawford as he gets under the first pitch and sends a fly ball out toward right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Michael Rush will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Third baseman, Michael Rush.
Here's the first offering. And he jolts this half inning to attention as the first pitch is hit into right field for a leadoff single.
Maybe these guys are going to start getting a little more aggressive here early in the count. This is the first pitch of the inning, and he's on base here to kick things off.
Maurice Getz will try it again. He flew out his first time. First pitch coming. Lined hard into left field, and that'll be back-to-back singles here to kick off the inning. And they keep rolling here. Their runners at the corners with still nobody out.
The batter.
Well, this ball's hit pretty well, but this is a nice play out there to play the carom off the wall and then get the ball in quickly, and that's going to hold his man to just a single. That's a nice play.
Kareem Blackwell will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Now here's the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch.
One ball.
Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
And here's the slider. Strike three called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
These guys really haven't had all that many great chances offensively. So, you know, they'd hate to see this threat go by the boards. Not a good time for a strikeout at all.
Jake Gobert will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Here's the 1-0. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. But this will land untouched. Here's the 1-1. Oh, and he dialed that one down and got him to swing through it. It's 1-2 now.
And now, with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you've got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
1-2. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. So no runs here on 2 base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Rockhounds lead it 4-1. Patrick Watson will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
Right fielder, Patrick Watson.
First pitch to him. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. The pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
And this is what folks mean when they talk about time in the fastball. He looks at the first pitch just to get a feel for the speed, the movement, and then when it comes again, now he knows how to handle it.
Tom Delgado will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And here's the first pitch. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
There's a fastball for a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Here's the 1-1. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Here's the lefty's offering on 1-2. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Again, a 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. It looked like he was giving him the evil eye down there, and I can't say I blame him.
Yeah, well, he's already been plunked once, and I don't think he's going to stand for too much more of that.
Hit hard but foul toward first, so he'll come back and line it up again. Another 2-2. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Wow, what an at-bat he's having right now. He's fought off some tough pitches. He's laid off a few pitches like that one. And now he's worked his way back to a 3-2 count.
Ground ball to second. This could be two. One there. On to first, a double play.
And that was quite a battle up there. He made him throw a ton of pitches. An advantage pitcher here, as in the end, he gets him to ground into the double play.
Fernando Cordova will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Now the first pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
Now here's the pitch. Two straight fastballs now as he powers ahead 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
Pitch on the way. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Here comes another 0-2. That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here. One hit in the inning, but that gets erased. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Rockhounds are out in front, 4-1. Abraham Almonte will get things started here in the top of inning number 6. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. First pitch coming. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Now the pitch. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Now another 0-2. Line hard, but foul. The 0-2 once more. Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Here he comes on 2-2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out. Now he's running from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last one wasn't even close.
Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Now batting, the first baseman, Benito Ferreira.
We'll give you another look at all 8 pitches here in the at-bat. I mean, this was a battle from beginning to end. Took some tough pitches, fouled off a few more, and then eventually He gets his reward with a solid base hit.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Sixth inning, 4-1 is our score. The 1-0 home. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
All right, guys, let's do it. Come on.
Here comes the 2-0. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Well, I think he may have taken the tougher of 2 approaches right there. I think he did have time to square his shoulders and try to flip it to first that way. Instead, he chooses the much tougher spin throw, but he still manages to put that throw right on the money.
Stepping in now, Todd Sanborn. And now this is swung on and pulled down the third base line. Throw in the dirt, but a good job of staying with it that time as he's retired.
That slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Greg McElroy will try again. Struck out swinging his last time through. First pitch on the way. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to put this one away. Good reactions there, and the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. The Rockhounds lead it 4-1. Nick Worth will stand in now. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. First offering on the way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. 1-0 on the way. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. So 1-1. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Here comes the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here's the 2-2 offering. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Trujillo moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Give this guy some credit. He's been able to hold the fort since he came on early. Kept his club in the ball game, and that's all you could have asked for.
Greg Chester will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. Here's the first offering. Now a ball lined hard toward deep right field. Trujillo is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
And that's actually a lot tougher play than it looks out there in right field. You know, sometimes off of a right-hander's bat, that ball can kind of curl away from you, but he stays right with it to put it away.
Adam Fletcher will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Now here's the first pitch. And that's high for a ball, 1-0.
He's working into his 5th inning out of the bullpen, so he's likely well beyond what was expected of him.
The 1-0 pitch. That's inside. 2-0. And with 2 away here, this is not the time to lose the strike zone.
Especially not to a number 9 hitter. The last thing you want to do is turn this lineup over and give these guys a shot to make something out of this inning after all.
Tough 2-0 pitch there as he swings through the splitter 2-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
A 2-1 offering. Well struck, but foul over by the coaching box. 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Boy, you have got to make this guy swing the bat here on this next pitch. This is not the guy you want to lose.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Man, a little surprising they didn't challenge him there. You know, there are certain guys you just have to make earn their way aboard. This isn't exactly the most dangerous guy in the lineup, so he'll be happy to take the walk.
First pitch coming. Jeff Ramsey is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Pitches a cold strike, the throw, and he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. So nothing happening this time around. 7th inning coming up. The Rockhounds are out in front, 4-1. Back here for Texas League Baseball on the show. Before we start the 7th, let's pause to take a quick look at how we got here. It's our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Luis Trujillo will dig in for a 3rd time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here's the first offering. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Here's the pitch. And this is hit weakly in fair territory up the line. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
And for a first baseman, if the most direct route is to just tag the guy, that's what you do. You know, there's no sense in trying to throw it to your pitcher or your second baseman covering, especially if you don't have to.
Michael Rush will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. The next pitch. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2. Here comes the 2-0. 3-0 now.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Now the 3-0 pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Here he comes on 3-1. Swing and a miss as he went after the slider there, and that'll run the count full.
Oh, another good pitch there. I'm not sure he's thrown a bad slider tonight. Every one of them has had a ton of movement.
And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
And we get a look there at his pitches by inning. He's at 81 now after that last pitch, so he should be good for a little while longer.
Maurice Getz will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Now the first pitch. Out of play. And the pitch. Here's the ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning.
The traditional 7th inning stretch.
Jeff Ramsey will step in now to lead off the home half of the seventh.
For the Rockhounds. Designated
Now here's the first pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. This crowd, not a huge one strictly in terms of numbers, has definitely had plenty to cheer about.
Yeah, they have been a very vocal bunch, that's for sure. These are the true fans out there on a night like this.
One good fastball deserves another as he jumps ahead 0-2 now.
You can hit the low fastball, but you're not going to hit that one up there. You can just forget about it. You've got to make him bring that thing down.
Here it comes. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
That's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. That couldn't have been an easy take.
The 1-2. And, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Well, this is a tough way to help your on-base percentage out as a leadoff hitter, but he's on base here regardless.
Joe Glenn will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw, not in time. He's in there at second.
And this is one dude that's tough to phase out there. After getting hit by the pitch, he says, all right, man, you're going to pay for that. He's into scoring position now on the stolen base.
He's set, now the pitch. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. He's set, now the pitch. And no shortening up here on 0-2. He drills this one into right center, and that's going to find the alley for extra bases. And they'll add one more to the lead. It's now a 5-1 ball game. And the throw back in is a wild one.
Good time to add a little insurance here as he's able to make it all the way around to third on the triple. More importantly, though, that makes this a 4-run lead.
First pitch to him. Stephen Crawford stands in as he looks at a called strike. He waits, now the pitch. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Ready now on 1-1. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. Ready with the 2-1. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here, 3-1.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Full count offering on its way. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work. Patrick Watson will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. But one or the other is what you really need.
Runners at the corners here, nobody out. He's ready, now the pitch. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1.
That man's got to be thinking, enough with the walks. Can't anybody throw a strike?
The 1-1. In the air to straightaway center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And he will come across to score on the sacrifice fly as this is now a 6-1 ball game.
Good job there to pick up an insurance run here on the sacrifice fly. The way their starter's throwing, he may not even need it, but I bet he'll be grateful for that extra cushion, no doubt.
Tom Delgado will stand in now. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch so far. And here's the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1.
And now after the sac fly there, here's where you got to take the mindset of, all right, I got a clean slate here. Now I just need to get 2 more outs and let my guys try and get these runs back.
He's running towards second. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And they'll apply the tag, and he is out at second.
Well, that's kind of what makes the hit-and-run play such a gamble. You can see right here on show track, this ball's not even in the strike zone. So once the guy at the plate can't make contact, that runner is hung out to dry.
Now the 1-1 pitch. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 2-1. And he gets him to wave at that one. It's 2-2. Now the 2-2 pitch. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Yeah, and we see too many guys break fingers, break wrists, bruise knuckles. You name it on the fastballs in tight. That's an occupational hazard.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Well, when you're already in a deep hole, the last thing you want to do is keep digging. But the walk here is only going to make things worse.
Fernando Cordova will stride in, grounded out his last time through. And a high strike there, 0-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
2 out with the man at first. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. Trujillo is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Rockhounds lead it 6-1. Kareem Blackwell will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Now the first pitch. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. The pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
Now the pitch. Fastball, and he's got to duck away for dear life there.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
The right-hander deals on 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And I think that's what they were trying to set him up for. Going with that changeup down in the zone on a 1-2 count. Very difficult to react to, but he did a great job of holding back.
Here's the 2-2 home. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
Three-two, here it comes. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. The 3-2 one more time. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first down of the inning.
And I'll tell you, I like the way he's handling himself out there. He's going after guys, he's working ahead in the count, he's keeping the ball around the plate. All the things you want to see in a young pitcher.
Jake Gobert will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a fastball, a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's the 1-0. And that's in there for his strike 1-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Come on now, give me a break. He swings at anything, throw it anywhere.
The 2-1 home. Gets him out in front as this is hit in the air down the right field line. And that's a fair ball. And now they've got him caught in a rundown. And they will tag him out between first and second.
Boy, I'm not sure what he's doing out there. I mean, you've already got the base hit. Take a turn and hold on. Turn around, give your first base coach a high five. Instead, I guess he's thinking about 2, but whatever he's doing, it didn't work out, and it wasn't all that smart.
First pitch coming. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
And that man right there, he's got to figure out some kind of combination to score some runs for him. They have really been scuffling.
2 out, nobody on. 1-0 on the way. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
And you go back to the call on that very first pitch, how important that was. Now instead of a 1-1 count, you're at 2-0 with a really dangerous hitter up there.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
I think at this point, a 2-out walk isn't the worst thing in the world. You'd like to avoid it if you can, but this can be a dangerous spot if you just groove one.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here it comes, 3-0. Swing and a miss as he couldn't hold back. 3-1.
Not a very convincing swing there, especially on a 3-0.
The 3-1 pitch. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
And now into his 8th inning of work. You can bet that he's starting to wear down out there a little bit. This might not be a bad time for a visit from his catcher just to see what's going on out there.
Benito Ferreira will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. First pitch on the way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
He's at an even 100 pitches now for the ball game. I'd have to think this will be it if he can get this guy.
The 1-0. And, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
1-1 on the way. Outside, 2-1.
The one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Here he comes on 2-1. Swung on and taken the opposite way out toward deep left center. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his 2nd double of the ball game. Around third and being waved on home. And they show a little life here as the lead shrinks to 6-2 now.
Well, you know what? It's not too late to make a game of this after all. They're going to get a run back here on the RBI double, and Even though there's not a lot of outs left, at least they're going to make these guys sweat a little.
Todd Sanborn will stand in to keep things going. And I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
2 out here and a runner at second. Pause, now the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
And for all the pitches he's thrown, only 1 walk so far. That's a little bit surprising.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
And he needs to get back to what he was doing earlier in the game, which was getting ahead of guys and throwing a lot of strikes.
Now the 2-1 to the right side, and that's going to get through. It's a base hit. Oh, and he misses the stop sign there as he heads for the plate. Throws there, and he is out on a beautiful throw as he just came up firing that time. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. The Rockhounds are out in front, 6-2. Nick Worth will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8.
The shortstop, Nick Worth.
First offering on the way. Swing, hard hit ball to second. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Well, I think you got away with one right there. I mean, this is a fastball right down the middle. And he just smokes this ball, too. But unfortunately, he hits it right at someone. So it becomes a fairly easy out.
Greg Chester will stand in. He homered back in the 2nd inning of this one. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. And this is hit sharply toward the third base coaching box, a foul ball. Here comes the 1-1. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
I'll say this, he wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
2-1. Now a ball hit in the air to left center. Almonte calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the 2nd out.
Now batting, third baseman,
Adam Fletcher will dig in now. 1 for 2 to this point. Now here's the first pitch. And oh, look out as he has to hop out of the way of the fastball there.
Well, nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, the pitchers have the right to work inside.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now the 1-1. And low and inside with a fastball as he's got a hot-footed out of there. Now the 2-1 pitch. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
You're really wasting a lot of bullets on a guy that you should get out fairly quickly. You got to go right after him. Get him out of here.
Pitch on the way. And a full count now, 3-2. Payoff pitch coming. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We've played 8 full. The Rockhounds lead it 6-2. Kevin Whelan will come on now, hoping to wrap this one up here in the top of the ninth.
Number 73.
Greg McElroy will try again. 0 for 3 thus far.
Leading up for San Antonio, left fielder, Greg McElroy.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
Now here it comes. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. 2 outs away from a victory here that you'd have to say will be a rather convincing one.
And you know, Matt, in every phase of the game, hitting, pitching, defense, it all favors the home side here. Top to bottom, they've been the better team.
Luis Trujillo will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Here's the first offering. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Here's a 1-0. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. One pitch on the way. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here comes a 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Boy, that's a good take there. I don't think I could have laid off that one.
1 out, nobody on. The 2-2 coming. Oh, and he got a lot of this one. It's carrying deep to center field. And that'll stay in the park as it's off the center field wall.
Well, we've seen this guy do some pretty acrobatic things out there in the outfield. And he takes a pretty good route to the baseball here, but I'm not sure that anybody catches this ball as it winds up out of his reach and off the wall.
Standing in now, Michael Rush, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1.
You can't worry at all about that runner at second. I mean, his run means nothing. Just go right at the guy at the plate.
Runner at second here with 1 man out.
Throw him
1-0
now.
pitch now. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here.
Well, in most cases, once he kicks this thing, it's going to be a sure error. But luckily for him, he's got a diesel tanker headed down the first baseline. So he's able to gather this thing up and still get the out at first.
Maurice Getz will stand in as their last chance now. Here's the first offering. And this is swung on and bounced on the ground to third. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, and you know this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter @MLB The Show. The Rockhounds come out on top, 6-2. Good night, everybody.
The final line score for our ball game for the victorious Rockhounds. 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Missions, 2 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 58 minutes. Thanks for joining us this evening. And please drive home safely.